Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the Coding Academy. Now we are going to push our button styling journey with CSS only without using JavaScript, and we will go from just its lowest level to the highest level AI-like tricks that CSS itself can handle. So we are going to use this simple file. You just get the file and you come here on VS Code Studio. Hope you have already installed that simple live server, because there is nothing that you can open on your browser without the live server. This simple complete course will teach you everything that you never heard about CSS on button styling, and you will go from level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and at least level 5 you will know each and everything. So follow along with this tutorial, and I will be sharing this entire course on I will upload it on my Google Drive, and you will be able to access it. So you come here on the file, you open the HTML file, let's say document.csv.html like that, and we connect it with another document.css like that. And I have told you, if you are a beginner in CSS in HTML, you can go and check on my channel. You will find another courses that is related to HTML, and you will learn each and everything step by step. Likewise, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That is a very crucial part of creating this video, is that we scale up and get everything or knowledge that will be giving to you, and that requires the cost. So helping us with that subscribe can help us with the comment, so that these videos won't be deleted from YouTube. So come and grab your CSS by this side, and then you come on HTML, you just shift exclamation mark like that, and automatically you get the image abbreviation by Intro. You can see now with Ctrl-Alt-P, or you just right click and get this open with live server. And when you check, there is nothing that is yet added on this website. So you come here, you change that document title, and you come here and say, let's say we want pattern stylings like that. Ctrl-S to save. You can see now the name is changed, but I'll be talking about this in the later time that is going to come. It's just a local host that I installed in my computer that helped me to learn every coding related things or files within my computer. So don't hesitate, there is no problem with that picture. If I want to change it, I will be talking about it later, how you see the Amazon having some kind of the picture there, Google, other website having the kind of the picture there. I'll be talking each and everything in the coming videos, so don't feel argued with this problem. There's no ambiguity, I'll be talking about it. So you come here, let's create the header. No, like that, you hit header 1 like this. Why it is not working very well? Header 1, let's say header 1 like that, and say the button styling levels like that, levels styling, Ctrl-S, no, styling, Ctrl-S to save, and I have already clicked the Ctrl-Z to undo that, but that won't happen. So you can see we have displayed something on our browser. On this button, our website is called button styling, which is on the local host open to this and when you want to access it on another browser, you can even copy this and paste this on this other side. There is no problem, it can learn. So when you come here, you can say let's create our button and give it, for example, by the item like that. Control S to save. You can see, let's give it a class and say it must be button like that, with the type saying that, or the type of this will be the button also. So let's link this document to the CSS and say our document, we want it to be like let's say link with that style document. We say document, the CSS there, and you come here again, let's just style the body and say our body must have the box sizing, border box padding of 0 pixel, and margin of 0 pixel like that. And then let's say color scheme, and we take our width to be 100%, and the height, for example, want it to be 100 v height like that, the viewer port height of the browser. I hope you know that thing, and when you have already done this, you can see a button is displayed. There's no padding, there is no margin, and the box sizing of everything is on the border box. There is nothing that is hindering another. So you come here in the style our button. The first level of styling the button, you come and just target that class of the button and say our button must have the background color. For example, we want it to be this code of a hashtag 25 combined with 63 like that, like that, and the control S, you can see it is just styled in the lowest level. You come again and add another thing and say our color must be white like that, and you can see that our border must be removed in the banner like that. And when you check, there is no border on our button, but it is still small, and you cannot say let our height be, for example, 40 pixels like that, and say width to be max content like that. And when you say that, you can see how our button is seeming like, but it is somehow. And when you inspect, you see, you come here, you can see that our button is blocking each and everything, but it must be somehow be easy and simple. So you come here again in styling and just comment these two and say we are going to use the padding instead of this by border radius of 8 pixels to have the cornered round, you can see, and we are going to give it padding instead and say our padding to be 36 em and 1.2 em. You can see, and you can see that our button is somehow better compared to the first one. So if you want it to have the margin at that side, they say margin where left margin left, for example 10 pixels, so that get out from the edge of that browser and we see it very well. You see there's no other space that is remaining there and we are just seeing the button very well. So you come again, margin left, and let's say your font size must be 1 rem, like that, and the cursor must be pointer, cursor must be pointer, and when you come on the button and hover over it, you can see it is changing from that arrow to the hand, and that is the pointer. So let's say that we must have the transition that is based on the background like that, and by 2 seconds or 2 seconds, or you can say for example 300 milliseconds, like that, and you must be using it. Yes, like that. Control S to save, and you can see something is happening recently, but it is not yet disapplied. And now we are going to give it another closure part, which is called the button.hover button, like that. Hover, let's give the shadow of hover. The shadow is just a small target for content that is given to the button, so to change the way it have when you hover over it, and you came and right just hover like that, and you change its background to be the little blue, like that, and you take the simple blue and you come like this with being active, and say that when it is active it must be looking like that, and the Control S to save. When you hover over it, you can see the button is now changing the color. You can see outside it is blue, and now it is blue somehow purple. And on focus and visibility, you can see on focus and visibility that button with the focus and its visibility visible like that. It must have an outline, the outline of 3 pixels, solid, or let's take RGB. For example, let us just give it things like this and reduce it somehow like, and let's lines were brought to be like this. Yes, Control S to save, and I can change something here. Let's make it more whitish brown, like that. Control S to save, and now you can see when you hover over it, the button becomes somehow whitish, and on this outline, which is the focus and the visibility, it is the way this button will be visible while you are trying to make something or you want to access something that is connected to it. So this is the first level of understanding the way you can style the button, and when you inspect, you can see our button is now behaving in the very non-weird way, like the way we put the button at the first. You seen that it was somehow not working very well. It broke the way, but now you can see it is on the smallest screen. It will be seeming like this, and you see the button is not broken anything. So thank you.